Hi, I am on land. Welcome. It is Pippa Promotion time and it is a Sunday live cruise and review. Let's talk two cruises. We have Star Cruise, Star Class Cruise, amazing, on board Quantum of the Seas. 7 nights, South Pacific, went to Noumea Mystery Island, and I'm just going to have a drink. Say hi, don't be shy. If you're watching the replay, I will reply. Hi, Sasha, hello, how are you? Hope you're very well. Now, I don't know if I'm in focus or I just can't see myself. Pat, hello, hello. Pat joined us for Chef's Table. Melissa, hello, hello. Julia, hello. Diane, hello. Thank you for joining. Looking good. Thank you. Saying that, I'm too scared to weigh myself. Cherie's in the house. Hello, beautiful. Your cruise looked amazing. You're still on it, aren't you? Or did you get off in Perth? You might have gotten off in Perth. Del, hello, hello. I'm sure Justine will jump in here. So where do I start? With the Star Cruise, Quantum of the Sea, 7 days. Alana, hello, hello. David, back for round 2. Ryan, hello. How was your cruise? I saw some photos. Diane, been back for 3 weeks off the Brilliance and the Resilient Lady. Nice, nice. Yes, off in Perth. Hope you enjoyed your cruise. Absolutely, I did. Where do I start? I want to start with this. They have it on other ships. There's Justine. Hi. Have it on other ships. I've seen it on Ovation. It's the first time I've ever seen it on Quantum. Please, Tony's in the house. Hello. Oh, Ryan, it sucked. Yeah, I know why it sucked. Has anyone seen this? And it's the schedule of shows, events for Quantum. Let me know. Tanya might have brought it in, might be new. On the back is the shows that are on. You've got your usual Sequence of Feathers, Starwater, Sonic Odyssey. And the only other show we went to was Steve Larkin's Mercury Rising Queen tribute. I'm a fan, but I know, not that I know him personally, I've checked him in and stuff, so I have spoken to him, and I just find when I have a personal connection with someone, I enjoy the show more. I enjoy it. Same with the singers and dancers. So, but has anyone, good evening, Peter. Thank you for joining from YouTube. Has anyone seen the run sheet like this on Quantum? Let me know. We had our genie, which was Hayley. She was amazing, granted all our wishes. Not that we had that many, I don't think. What I liked, we were in a grand suite, which is 2-story loft. Did you have one on Quantum? You had one on Quantum last season, but may have been when we were in a 1-bedroom suite. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking it's just for the suite. I agree. Steve Larkins is amazing. Nice. So in any suite, you get served a cabin attendant twice a day, which is fantastic. Also got cruise compasses, like hard copy. Not that I really looked at them, but I appreciated them and I brought them home just to have for later. Because when you can't use the app, it's all gone, isn't it? Trish, hello, hello. Sherry, pretty sure we had on Quantum for the Hawaii cruise. Okay, interesting. Oh, look, I've got a phone in. Hi, you're live with Ocean Time.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you were live.
Oh, 7 o'clock, Sunday.
7 o'clock Sunday. All right, well, I'll leave you to it. How's everyone going?
Oh, they're great. They're great.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Star Cruise that you couldn't make. So we'll jump ahead. Anything you want to say about the Edge?
I was going to say the Star Cruise was great. I had the whole house to myself. It's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Edge, great ship, great food. We'll do Celebrity again. That's it.
All right. We'll talk soon.
Great ship, great food, and great staff.
Great stuff. All right. Love you.
See ya. Bye.
Bye. I was going to actually get him to comment, so I didn't think he'd remember, but anyway. Julia loves the hard copy of the compass. Oh, I just switched it around.
Oh,
no. You have to ask. Yes, I definitely could ask your cabin attendant to receive it, absolutely. We got Willie, the Royal Genie, in 12 days. Oh, who's Willie? Mark Whitehead. Hello, sir. All right. I've got some photos that I quickly want to set up. I did a slide. I wonder if that works. I've got to share the screen. Let's have a look. No. Maybe I have to put it out there. There we go. All right. Share. Oops. Let's go to that. First of all, I hope there's no sound on this. Play. Let's just turn the sound off. So this is the cabin, the loft suite. Just watch myself. Oh, that's just not working, is it? Why isn't that working? There we go. Hey? Oh, you haven't? Oh, there we go. Now we've got to take it back. All right. So I'm opening up a bottle of champagne, as you do when you're in Star Class, and just watch. I'm twisting it, and pop. It exploded, hit the ceiling. I was very, very shocked, to say the least. I'll tell you that for free. Actually, now I don't know how to get that back. No. Oh, well. Hi, Pam. Oh, there we go. Let's see if this works. Nope, that one. All right. No, I can't do that. Okay. Game over. I was going to try and show photos. There we go. Maybe that will work. Oh. Sorry, I'm just laughing at my face. Andrew's in the house. Hello, hello. Pat, I did get a copy of the Cruise Compass a few times. Yeah, all you have to do is ask. So I totally get that. Right. Just bear with me. All right. There we go. So I'm just going to go through some photos. So that's Hayley. First thing we did was got on board, checked off our muster station. I highly recommend that. And then she drove for me while I took some photos and videos and footage. I'm a huge believer in the white party, the white night, and you'll see when I talk about the Edge, but those people look awesome. So bring on white. This was in Coastal Kitchen. The food was spectacular. I think this is some lobster, and it might even be some food. I can't remember the word. That is our dining attendant. I can't even think. Steak wasn't mine. Is that chicken? Maybe. This was on a bridge tour. Very cool. Day 2, straight into it. There we are. Very cool. Oh, me with my spray tan. Chef's table with Pat. Oh, the food was fantastic. Scallops, that's what that is. Sorry, it's around the wrong way. Now, when I received this, I was meant to be soup, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting and different. I didn't realize then they come and pour the soup in. That's just a little bit of, so that's where the soup goes. Bit of video. There's the soup. That's some lobster, some, what is it, goat's cheese salad. There's the lobster, divine. And that bread was delicious. We've got some fish, going through fast, filet mignon. Now, let me talk about that. So 5, 6, probably 6 to 7 courses. That was the caramel espresso martini. Oh, that's it. Awesome. All right, I just wanted to quickly show you that. So we'll remove that. I'm back. Jason, hello. Vanessa's in the house. Hello, Colleen. All right. Pat, the food was fantastic from Chef's Table. Absolutely. What was I going to say? Oh, the filet mignon. Like, it's nice that they come and talk to you about how they cooked it or how it's gets presented. I wish I could speak English. But when I had that filet mignon, it was cold. The mashed potato was cold. It didn't bother me, but it was cold. I'll say that. However, the waiter was hilarious, very funny, and I would go again just for him. He's so good that it was his last cruise and he's heading over to Icon to work in the Empire Supper Club. So that's very cool. What else about Star Class? We went to Mystery Island. I did not get off in, actually, I did not get off in Noumea because I didn't want to. We went to Fluffy. It was Fluffy. And his last name's Bunny. But yeah, total asset to Royal Caribbean. Glenn looking to go on the Edge next March. Highly recommend that. So I had my list. So dinner first night out of Brisbane, we went to Coastal Kitchen because it is up on deck 14 next to the Windjammer, huge windows, fantastic sail away with Moreton Bay and Moreton Island. So that was cool. Did not go to a show. We had breakfast in our room on day 2. I didn't have any. The lady said it was like, they've had better. Like I said, we did the bridge tour, then we did the escape room. I'd done it before, still couldn't remember a lot of things, but it was okay. I definitely would not pay to do the escape room, but that's because I've done it. If you're in a group, like a group of you friends, that would be good. Branda's in the house. Hello, Matthew. Yes. Then went to Chef's Table on day 2. I highly recommend Chef's Table earlier. If you're going to go earlier in the cruise than later. You meet a lot of people. It's a nice setting. Not a lot of people, but there's a table of 14 people. And it's just an intimate, nice dining experience, especially on Quantum. It's an enclosed room compared to Ovation, where it's just a part of Chops and it's open. Oh, Matthew, your mum and dad are on the Brilliance at the moment. Awesome. They're in Hobart, but I'm sure you knew that. We went to Sequins and Feathers on night 2. Our beautiful Jeannie reserved our seats, had our drinks waiting for us. Magnificent. Day 3, we went to Jamie's for lunch. Definitely people talked about, because what's included with Star Class is the dining package, the drinks package, the internet. One of the biggest things that I loved about Star Class was daily laundry. I took on a different wardrobe that I could get washed but mostly ironed, daily pressed. It was very cool. Hi, Wayne. Jodie's in the house. Hello, hello. 9 days till brilliance. I love it. So, yes, laundry, big factor. What else was I saying? Just what's included. They say gratuities is included, but out of Australia, gratuities are included on everything. So, would I do it again? For the right price, yes, I would love to take my husband, my children. If you're going to purchase the drinks package, the dining package, the internet anyway, add all that up, put that towards the cost of your cabin. And if it's similar price, then you might be able to get Star Class or go for Star Class. I've had friends who travel a lot in Star Class and now they're not over it, but they're happy to just go in a grand suite instead of a grand loft suite and stuff like that. Aww. Was it? See, I'm Terry. Janine, is it? Thank you. Nice meeting you. I saw your, what was Ellis? Was it, what was it the bear, the puppy? What else? We had a sunset sail away party. Being the loft suite is at the back of the ship. I feel like I'm really all over the place. I apologize. Bert. But what was Bert? So we had a sunset sail away party from Noumea. Beautiful weather, so that was great. And lovely sail away, being the aft bearer. Okay, cool. Rue forgot to come on Edge. I was devastated. He was sitting and he just didn't jump in the suitcase. David, so do you guys get off when I get on? Is that what you're telling me? Or is there a cruise in between there? So we had the sail away party, invited a bunch of friends. I enjoyed it. I had a ball. What else? We had a Mystery Island. We went over to the beach hut for the afternoon. That was lovely, just hanging out in the water, had a massage. First time ever having a massage on the island. It was nice. I think the lady bruised me, but I did get stung. However, there were some blue bottles in the water. I was looking for them, and then when I saw one, I think it was the same time that I got stung on the back of my legs. But I had a friend of a friend, and he got stung on his face, and there was a scar on his face. Hopefully, that'll go away. But yeah. Yes, we get off on the 30th when I get on. Oh, okay, cool. Well, then we might. What time are you flying back? We'll talk. What else? Any questions about Star Class? Like I said, I would do it again if the price was right. I would love to try it on a different class of ship. I think an Oasis class, Star Class, would be out of this world. I haven't experienced Coastal Kitchen on Oasis class. I think it's a 2-story level. It would look amazing. And then please don't even talk to me about Icon. Okay, cool, David. Cool. Sail away party was great. Only one little person is. Hi, Simon. Simon's an expert at Star Class. All right, so should we jump into the Edge? Do you want to hear about the Edge? Pop that over there. Gladder you live. Got to run to the airport to see Ron. Really? You're not going to go see him, are you? Are you really going to go see him? You that close? Nice. Loved Edge. Totally, Brandon. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Oh. Excited to hear about the Edge. Very good. All right. So the Edge was out of Sydney, 11 nights to Queensland. Please chuckle now because I live in Queensland. So we flew down to Sydney. Well, let me just, I've got photos for that as well. Let's see if I can bring those up first. There we go. What's that one? Get rid of that. Okay. So I'll go through these fast and I'll come back and talk about them. All right. All right. So beautiful Edge. She is 6 years old. Look at that. A beautiful day, by the way. Sun was shining. Sydney Harbour, I have to admit, unfortunately, thanks to Robert, that, and even Andrew said that it is actually worth coming down to Sydney to go on a cruise because it is spectacular leaving. Now, I don't know if the horse has a name, but I think that's a pretty good shot. Iconic. Ooh, video. So pool deck, just outside, one big long swimming pool, one bar on pool deck, and to my outrage, like outrage, no, that's a jacuzzi, by the way, but no drinks in the pool, like 0 drinks. It says no glassware, but they wouldn't let you have drinks in the pool. I messaged my friend who works for Royal Caribbean Group and I said, what's the go? And they said, maybe it's a safety issue. And I'm like, gee, it is true. There are no lifeguards like on Royal, but there's also, I think I saw 10 kids. So if you not a fan of kids or but then, so that's the jacuzzi up top, looking back, fantastic. This is down at the back of the ship. It's basically, I call it the 270 of Celebrity. It's called Eden. Upstairs in the middle is a bar, lounge area. They have acoustic music, but down on the bottom level, this is Eden, the dining. Another great shot. This is the cafe in the middle of the ship. That is there every day, changes every day. I took a photo every day. The food on Celebrity is just phenomenal and did not disappoint. However, I never had any except for one eclair is all I had for the whole entire cruise. But basically, it's free, but it's also just what's in the Ocean Cafe, which is their buffet. This is the Grand Plaza Martini Bar. Up on the left, at the very top, you have one side is Fine Cut, which is like chops, steak restaurant. The other side is Raw on 5, which is similar to Azumi, and they make it there in front of you, which is nice. Another side in the middle, you have the French restaurant. In the evening, it's the Le Petit Chef, which we thoroughly enjoyed. And on the other side is the cafe, and then down below is the Martini Bar. So sail away from Sydney. Can you beat it? Oh, this is Giuseppe. This is the cruise director. How do I go back? There we go. All right, this is Giuseppe. So he does that every night when he comes out. He does the big high kick, and I'll get back to Giuseppe. So he's from Sicily, Italy. This is my uncleaned panoramic ocean view cabin. And I didn't realize there was an obstructed view, but that's what we saw out. It's a life boat underneath. It was fine. This was at Fine Cut. The bread, doesn't it look similar to something else? The food, amazing. They only had entree and main. Whereas like normally when I go to chef's table, I will have sort of 2 entrees in the main. We had an entree each and shared the middle one, which was kale and pork. Delicious. That was the bacon. Andrew didn't think much of it, so we never ordered. Oh, it's not a great shot. And this was, I always get filet mignon. This is the rooftop garden, beautiful sunset. And dessert time. Dessert was good as well, the apple cobbler anniversary. The theatre is very different. It's oval there, but look at that background, that screen, just something different, special. The shows on board, just crazy. I did get people reach out to me saying, what, is there no one on board? This photo was taken at about 6 p.m. on the last night. And as you can see, there is literally no one there. I just tell people, get out of my shot, move out of my way. All right, look at this. This is, so they're doing aerials. That's not, okay. No, that's it. All right. So I just wanted to show you some photos. All right, now I've got to go back and read all the comments and start from the beginning. Reg, hello. From New Zealand, just got back, had a 2-bedroom suite on Harmony. Beautiful. Had a great time at Sky Class, was great. Very cool. Did anyone try and get on the horse, Susan? I know, I thought about it. There are windows there, windows like glass, that hopefully if you tried, you definitely wouldn't fall over. But I think, you know, there's obviously cameras on the horse. It's a beautiful, beautiful ship. Now, this is what I paid $297 per person per day. But with that, there was the drinks package, but it was, bless you, it was the classic. So it wasn't top shelf. And basically I could only get two cocktails maybe. And that was sort of a mango strawberry daiquiri or Paradise City, which we liked. But yeah, mostly I drank champagne or vodka sodas. Good morning, Lisa. I hope you're very well. Thank you for joining. And the internet, which was basic, and I don't understand why they have 2 different ones, because it's, was it Star? What's it called? Star, what's it called? No, I can't. I'm working tomorrow. What's Elon Musk's Star? You know, the internet. Someone please help me. Starlink, thank you. Thank you. Approximately how many passengers were on board? The pics don't look too crowded. Absolutely. So Thank you, everyone. You're amazing. There, I don't officially know, but definitely more than 2,500 people and no more than 3,500. So say about 28 or 3,000 people, I think. But so you get this for free. So I'm all about branding, so I loved it. What else? So with Celebrity, you still have your cabin attendant twice a day, so morning and evening, which I absolutely loved. The cabin itself, I love the decor on the ship, the colours, it's very light, it's new. Really enjoyed that. I've got a list that I'll bring up. There we go. The bed wasn't like so soft, like it wasn't soft, but definitely enjoyed it. It was not hard like Royals. Royals beds for me are very hard, but the bed was very soft. The pillow was fantastic. And like I said, we stayed in a panoramic ocean view. So basically the third bottom level, right? You also get chocolate on your bed every night. So that's cool. Again, old school. Very nice swag. Oh, wait, there's more. I worked out that, but there's not much storage for my liking. I love storage, even to hanging space. Me and my husband really fighting over it. Just wasn't much space. It's a bit like on Icon, how you've got behind the mirror, you open it up and there's a cupboard, but it's only that deep, and it just, to me, I want more storage. On the app, I worked out day 3, give or take, that I could turn my lights on. I could, because it was a panoramic window, we had this big blind that went down and up, and you'd have to stand there and like hold it, and it would take literally, I reckon, at least 45 seconds for it to go up or down. But I found out in the app, you can just press the button and it would open or close. Also use that for the TV. And I did know about it, or I heard about it before, but I've never been on a ship where you could actually use it. So that was very cool. I really liked that. It took me a little while to find where all the buttons to turn the lights on and off were as well. I had the bed that was closest to the bathroom. I would have preferred the bed closest to the window, but it's no big deal. But I just like having more space in the middle. All right, so there's that. The first thing I noticed, and it's really weird, and I said to some friends that it's like going to your grandmother's house, and I would go every summer for like 6 weeks, and I'd walk in and I'd go, you've moved that picture and that ornament's changed, and why'd you paint that? Like, I just noticed everything that had changed. And so and I know that I haven't cruised Celebrity, but when getting on board, the stairwells are narrower, but also when you step on the steps in the stairwells, they're really thin. I felt like I was going to fall through them. I don't know what that means, but that's just what I noticed. I've noticed that straight away. In the elevators, there was no day on the ground like on Royal, but my husband said there's a screen and all the information is on the screen in the elevator. So you had the day, the date, at the time, which was great, and the buttons that you pressed for the elevator was on the screen. So you can ask questions at any time. So that was cool. The Ocean Cafe, which is their buffet, the food was fantastic. We loved the curries. just so nice. However, and this is one of my annoyances with the Windjammer, the food's so good that it's so busy all the time that it's just hard to get a seat. And so if I can't find a seat within a minute, I'm just like, I want out. Like, it's just too many people. It's like, I don't want to have to fight to get a table. It just annoys me. So that was the only problem I had in regards to the food. Just that, yeah, I just, out the back of the Ocean Cafe is the pizza, which also is open till 1 in the morning. You could get seats out there easier than obviously nearer to the food. What's the one of the funny things? That is one of the funniest things to have the day on the floor. I'm confused. What else about? Loved the breakfast. I've never eaten so much breakfast on a ship in my life. Definitely had breakfast the first probably 4 or 5 days, and then just had to say no. Hi, Leanne. Then what else have we got? Yeah, so like I was saying, no drinks by the pool, so that was very disappointing. What is the mix of paid to include venues for eating? So there's 4, but then if you include their chef's table, that's also different. Fine Cut, Raw on 5, Rooftop Garden Grill, Eden, and Le Petit Chef. So that's 5. Yeah, so we went to the 5. We went to all of them. We had got a 5-night dining package, so definitely worth it. Celebrities' food is amazing, and the shows, like, that's what I knew, that's what I expected, but they definitely succeeded and went a beyond, like, just divine. They were definitely pushy. So you can just take towels. Don't have to sign in or out. In the solarium, there's towels on all the lounges, so that's nice and handy. There's little signs saying if your clothes are unattended for more than 30 minutes, they'll be taken down to guest relations. I don't know if that ever happened, but there was no chair hogs anywhere. So that was cool. What was I going to say? But on at least the first 3 days, they were definitely pushing really hard for the dining package or for dining in the specialty restaurants. We just said, we're already booked, that's fine, but they were really hammering it. And as far as the Ocean Cafe as well, Celebrity, I think, prides themselves on their ratio of 1 crew to every 2 guests. And you definitely could tell in Ocean View Cafe, they were everywhere. Good morning, hello, how, they were just, and one of the friendliest ships I've ever been on in regards to the crew's morale. They just came across so happy. It was very cool to see. So our level as Crown and Anchor on Celebrity is the same as Royal. It's not the same. So if you're a diamond and above, you will be elite on Celebrity. And with that, they've got old school where they give free drinks between 5 and 7. We got a 1 bag of washing. They had, in the middle of the ship, there's the club, which is similar to the music hall, and 4 nights out of the 11, they had sort of happy hour in there, especially just for they're called Captain's Club, elite and above. we went in there the first night that it was available, and because we had the drinks package, we didn't need to sort of drink between 5 and 7, so we never really went back. And it was a bit not hard, but when you say to people, oh, it's my first time on Celebrity, but you're at this, you know, event for the Captain's Club for elite and above, so like it just felt funny and weird. Melissa, if you could compare between Royal Caribbean and Celebrity as an overall, what would be your preference? Both. Like, they're just different. I'm not going to say one is better than the other. I enjoy both. If I would cruise both. My husband really loved the Edge, the ship itself, but he doesn't know if he likes it just because it's newer. And saying that, it's only 2 years younger than Quantum. And he said once he goes over, he goes on Icon, goes on Symphony, and just see the difference of a new ships there, to see how that compares to Celebrity. But again, Celebrity, it's a smaller ship compared to obviously Symphony or Icon. But it's, I don't know, it's like having 2 children and saying, who's your favorite, you know? Lynn, hello. Were there lots of shady spots to sit and lounge around? It's funny, a couple of people said to us that they didn't like the Edge class. They liked, is it Solstice class, a different class of Celebrity, because there wasn't enough shade or spots to lounge around. But for myself, looking around, I found loads and loads and loads. I really liked where they put the smoking section. So they put one of the smoking sections up at the top, at the back. So the breeze just blew it straight out to sea. The other smoking section was in Eden, out the back on the side again. It was that was a really good spot, you know, venue, place to just go and hang out, but it was for the smokers, but that's fantastic for them. So yeah, I just liked it that it was at the back of the ship. Like, you didn't have to walk through it, I guess. And even though up at the top, you did walk through it to go around to the back of the ship, it's a sunset bar, which was great. But because it's up high, the wind, it's not a factor kind of thing. Is there a limit of the number of free drinks during the special time of the day? No. And they ask for you not to take that drink out of that particular area or bar, but I'm sure people do, and the bartenders don't care. And however, the glasses are really tiny, like, which is silly because you just drink it and then you just ask for another one and drink it. My husband definitely said that we wouldn't go on Celebrity and not have a drinks package. Their drinks are expensive, more expensive than Royal. Yeah. All right, where was I? So we did the 5 restaurants, loved all of them. My least favorite was probably the garden rooftop grill, but we were just so full that day. Loved Fine Cut, little petite chef, a great storyline. You have a menu. Menu 1 is what is the show that will be in front of you, so you can order off that. However, on the back is menu 2, so you can swap in and out and order what you wish off those 2 menus, but the show will be off menu 1. It still works, and there's 3 menus throughout the cruise, and we were definitely tempted to go back to that. Eden was beautiful. Our waiter was great. It's at the back of the ship. We went there for Port Douglas. It was a beautiful day, so had a beautiful sail away. That was fantastic. And then Raw on 5 was a great surprise. My husband doesn't do sushi, doesn't do seafood, but there's still meat options, and the sushi that we did have was delicious. But again, I think, we had a snack at 4 and we went to dinner at 6, like rookie mistake. So food was great. So entertainment, just fantastic. Not only was it new for me, like I've seen the shows on Quantum for the last 2 seasons, but the shows were spectacular. Like just standing ovation practically every night. We did go on the first night, and I don't know if I should name this person, but the comedian, like, was awful. It was really, really sad. He didn't tell jokes, or it wasn't funny. He just told stories that weren't funny. And then, like, how, like, okay, you're telling a story, and like, even when you get to the end, like, it's a comedian, he's about to get off the stage, you want a punchline, you want something. There's nothing. So that was disappointing. We went back to the adults only. Maybe he's got better content, being adults. No, no good. So other than that, though, the production shows, listen to this, 4 production shows plus 2 shows in the club. Like, that's just amazing. There's 2 female singers, 2 male singers. There should have been 4 female dancers and 4 male dancers. However, one of the female dancers was injured, so there was 3 female, 4 male. Because of the stage being circular, being big, that big screen, it really just the stage didn't look full. Where you look at Royal, and they've got sort of 8 female dancers, 8 male dancers, 6 singers. That stage looks full, and it's like, when they move, it just looks really spectacular in that synchronized way. Whereas on the stage, because it was so big and there was so less artists on stage, wasn't that wow factor. I think if there was more dancers, I just think it would have made it more awesome. They also had, though, I think you saw acrobats and contortionists. They were amazing. And it's a shame because 270, they're meant to have acrobats there, or aerials, and they have them on Celebrity, they have them on Oasis Class, but nothing for Australia. I bet you any money Quantum is going to LA in 2025, granted it's a year away or so, but they'll get it because it'll be out of LA and people will expect it, demand it. So I'll get off my soapbox now. Wondering, was there many tables and chairs in saying the Solarium where you could play cards, as we do that every day? There's loads of places. Yes, in the Solarium, in Eden, in the cafe, at the Le Petit Chef, there's tables there that you could use. In the Ocean View Cafe, that's the whole section, loads of places. Hi, Debbie. Edge is amazing. All right. The shows also were contemporary, toe tapping. I knew the songs. It was great. Also, this is huge, and I loved it. The cast at the end of their production. Giuseppe, who is the cruise director, like I was saying, he's from Sicily. He's maybe 30, give or take. But he is what I call old school cruise director. Like, you just can't help but love him. And he's just so natural. And I'm talking out of all the cruise directors in Australia right now and in the past, as in like, was it Steve from Canada, Mike from Adelaide, John from US, like Giuseppe kills. Like, he's just awesome. You just can't help but love the guy. Like, he's just amazing. Just absolutely, Deb, absolutely. And so you have Giuseppe, you have the activities manager, Christoph, you have then Tanya, Madeline, and Bruno. So 5 people in total for the cruise staff kind of thing. They would do the activities, they would do the trivia. I absolutely loved the trivia on Celebrity. I don't have it on me. A5 size paper, they would have pens there. They, like I said, it's like the music hall. They have a huge screen, the graphics, and it's really simple. Like, it's just got their logo down the bottom, but the question, you know, slides, and you go through, there's 20 questions every time. They go into the answers. Like, I just really, really, really enjoyed it. It worked so well. And it got some bling, some swag. Can't remember. Oh, so I was given this because I really wanted one. So that was cool. And then I didn't. So Andrew won. I think Andrew won 2 T-shirts. And again, I was given this. So we played yes or no, yes and no, that you're not allowed to say the word yes or no, with Giuseppe. And he gets every time, because all he has to do is ask you a question about what you love or what you're passionate about. And so I was like, take a deep breath, always think before you answer. And I was talking to him. We both have brought out new cruise ships, and I didn't realize that he lived in Saint-Nazaire, where I lived in Saint-Nazaire to bring out a ship. And so he goes, oh, you're in Saint-Nazaire? I went, yes. Anyway, I still got it. Also, what be right back. They've got at Effie. So there's little gems, trinkets, jewels in there. A ship, a diamond, as in made out of stainless steel, not a real diamond, and little colours. But it's magnetic, and but it's free. You go and collect a jewel every day, and it's just a free gift. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Now, Deb, best cruise director ever. Christoph got promoted when John went to another ship as cruise director. Ah, there you go. Love John from Everwater. Didn't meet John. We're on Edge now. It's amazing. Love it, Jules. Absolutely, she is. She's just beautiful. So I think that's it. Oh, I was saying, so production shows. When they finish, the dancers, singers run to the back. So when everyone leaves, you walk past the singers and dancers. And so you can say thank you for the show. You can get a photo with them. You can ask them questions. Like, I just think it's a really, really, really nice touch, which I just really appreciated. So that was very cool. Also, I'm not a fan of the silent disco, but day one, there was a silent disco in the Grand Plaza in the middle of the ship. I had an absolute ball. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the venue, if I was with my husband. I don't know, but I just loved it. It was really, really good. Not the only, but the thing with the ship that I didn't understand, I didn't get, was if you are in one of those specialty dining, Fine Cut, Raw on 5, the club, the martini bar, anything in the middle of the ship, and you wanted to go to the restroom, the bathroom, you had to walk to either the very front of the ship or the very back of the ship to go to the toilet. So that didn't really work for me, especially when I went to the front of the ship and that particular toilet was closed and I had to walk to the very back of the ship. So that just wasn't cool. However, the bathrooms are beautiful, really nice wallpaper of flowers, and they have little face washer hand towels. Instead of like a paper towel, you just take the white face washer cloth and you dry your hands and then you pop it in a basket, and it's just beautiful. So very nice. Now these toilets right near the martini bar. Where? See, I didn't go to on deck 3. So there is disabled toilets on deck 4, but only one female, one male. I didn't go there. There was a unisex toilet near Liberty. Yeah, so that's the one that I'm talking about. So it's not that they're unisex, but they're disabled toilets for men and for male and female. I spent 26 nights on board. Yeah. So we're near the martini bar. On deck 3 or deck 4. So you've got the restrooms, like where all the restaurants are, and the White Knight. Oh my goodness, I absolutely loved the White Knight, Dancing Under the Stars. There was probably only maybe 50, 60 of us. Like I said, the unisex toilets, so they're disabled toilets. There's just 2. And I walked past there once and there was like 5 people waiting in line. But I only used that bathroom once. But yes, the White Knight, so I'm a huge fan. I think Royal should definitely get on board, especially in the States. They have Red Party, and not many people dress up in red, but I think because Virgin Voyages are around, so let go of the red because they definitely do the red. But I think white, not that I look good in white, but everyone in white, I think it works, definitely. All right. Well, anything else? Yes. So I went and purchased these bags as well, just because I love branding. So they were like $2. Pat, Virgin do a red night, NCL do white. So does P&O does white. Does Princess do white? There's nothing wrong with white. Nice, Dev. Right, that. Anything else? What am I thinking? I said we also got, without asking, Celebrity Today. Also, when Giuseppe, again, I've never watched like the Today Show so much, but I loved turning it on, watching him, watching Christoph. They had great chemistry. When they did the show, it would be filmed the night before, anywhere around 7 to 9, but it was in public areas. You had the passengers walking past. Some of the passengers, got on. So that was awesome. Loved that. What else? Just had a really good cruise. It was really good. I'm glad it was for 11 nights. They're fantastic nights, the White Knights. Kathy is Celebrity, likely to sail out of Brisbane. Nothing on the cards at the moment. We went to next cruise to see, because we loved it so much. We were like, all right, let's go and just price up. And it was a 13 and a 14 night, both sort of via New Zealand, but one going to Fiji and one going to Samoan Islands. Something different, very interested. And so we paid $6,000 for 11 nights for 2 people with the drinks and the internet basic. And they wanted for, I think, 13 nights for like the same category without the packages. I think it was 14 grand, I think. 11 maybe, 11 or 14. Maybe 11 with the packages, 14. But just crazy. Like, I can't do that price. And that's probably the only thing stopping us is the price. Go figure. But we definitely want to cruise Celebrity again. I personally just want to get back on board just to see Giuseppe. Just loved it. And like I said, the shows were great. All right, I've hit the hour. I hope you've enjoyed some of my review. As always, please reach out anytime. Talking all about cruising. I have group cruises coming up. Icon in, I don't know how many days. Let's have a look. 41 days till Icon. It's going to be huge. It's a small group, but it's mighty. Fun packed in there, definitely. Then we also have Ovation. So first time for my husband being on Ovation, different shows, a newer ship. So I think similar age to Edge. So that'll be interesting. And again, different decor makes a lot of difference. And with the classes, and I heard this even with Edge and Beyond and Apex, as the Edge class grows, they still tweak, tweak the ships and the design and stuff like that. So when it comes to the Martini Bar, it's very different on the newer ships than it is on the Edge. Peter, you can find the group cruises. Let's see if I can find it here. There. Just go to www.oceantime.com.au and go into group cruises. They will tell you all about it. And there we go. What else? So that's Ovation in November this year. And then we also have New Zealand in March 2025. So that one's out of Sydney for Ovation, and New Zealand is out of Brisbane on Quantum. But then we also, and who knows what's going to happen, I have no idea of the ship. I believe Voyager is coming back to Australia, will be out of Brisbane. I believe Anthem is going to be out of Sydney. I am devastated that, next season we've only got 2 ships here. I believe the season after that, there will only be 2 ships here. I can't believe with Royal bringing out new ships, sort of 2, 3, like 4 or 5 ships in the next, like last year, this year kind of thing, that we've gone from 2015, 2016, we had 5 ships down under, Royal ships, and now we're only going to 2, and they're increasing their ships. So I'm at a loss. I don't understand it. And again, Anthem, we've had a Quantum class ship down here for the last, okay, we had 2 years off, but so many years we've had Quantum class, and now they're bringing back Voyager, which we've had Voyager, and we've had Voyager class ships down here. Just such a shame. They should be having a ship here all year round. 1000%, Deb, absolutely. And I believe they're not going to do it until they open up their private island, Lilliput. However, to my knowledge, take that with a grain of salt, but they haven't even finalised the contract with the island, with the Chiefs. So like, it was meant to be done, and granted because of COVID, but it was meant to be done already, right? 2023. And if they're still in negotiations now, it's 2024. They're not even, and the logistics of what they want to do, they're looking at 2026. Just annoys and saddens me. Lynn would love to go on Voyager again. Nice. I will have to look into it, but I believe that Voyager was the least that got the amplification. It doesn't have a Playmakers. I don't believe it doesn't have lime and coconut bar. Like, just, I feel really duped being Australian, right? Kathy, didn't someone hear a rumor about Freedom Class? No, I'm starting that. Deb hates Voyager. If it was my first cruise, I wouldn't have cruised. Oh, there you go. So due to COVID, we missed our Voyager cruise. Bring a Freedom Class. Absolutely. Like, Freedom Class is just so much better. It's 20 meters, 20,000 tons bigger, but like 20 meters bigger in the promenade. It has, it has, I don't know if they all have Playmakers, but it just works. They have slides. They have their ice skating, but it's just bigger, and not that it's better, but bigger is better, but it just works. It's all about the passengers. One ship can take more passengers, so they won't bring out the smaller ships when they can get one big ship full. I prefer smaller ships. I don't think that's the case, because when we had 5, like Ovation was one of those 5. We had Ovation, Rhapsody, Radiance, Voyager, and Explorer. That's when we had. Did I say no? Because the Legend was there. Maybe it was the Legend. I'm confused myself. Anyway, but then what's the difference? Like, what's the difference between Voyager class and Freedom Class? It's an extra, I don't know, I'm making it up, maybe 800 passengers. I am flying to America, Keith. Yes, it was. Only for one season, Legend out of Brisbane. But I just don't understand. That's all. All right. Have a good week, everybody. Check out some cruises. I definitely always do. It's just because I haven't got many cruises left, because I keep going on them and there's nothing for me to book. All right. Thanks for being on board. See you later.